orange boy.
I look orange. Cue the intro. This is my top 5 tip list on how to be a chill sporting parent. So let's get started.
Listen up.
Let's get started. Number 1, be patient with what you see. What do you think about that? Be patient. Should parents be patient?
Yeah, you're not playing. The kid is. Support your kid and be patient.
Do you remember what it was like when you were 12U and what it was like when you were 17U?
They're vastly different. Let me tell you, 12U is all about developmental. It's all about learning the sport, how to play the sport, how to ref the sport. It's all about just trying to figure everything out, you know? By 17U, everyone's already got that figured out, so. It's just 17U is more competitive, better.
Yeah, absolutely. Tip number 2, don't be that parent.
That guy.
Don't be that guy.
That guy. They try and be the coaches when they're not. And they're just really annoying, you know? You shouldn't yell at the refs. Don't yell at refs. They're kids.
I also saw one parent yelling at one of these kid referees, and some referee came over after that, gave the parent a red card, and kicked them out of the building. It was an amazing bit of karma.
If you're a parent who goes crazy over bad calls, just remember that these kids have had very minimal training. It's enough to get them through the game. And they have their coaches to support them, but like they're not going to be able to talk to them while the game's in play. So if there's a bad call and it's at a lower level, just let it slide.
Let it slide, man. I mean, not everybody's going to win every game.
Yeah, you're not going to win all the time.
And you're about sort of figuring out how the development part works as well, especially when your kids are, younger. Number 3, support your kid, cheer on the team in a low-key, chill kind of way. I wanted to talk about the ACE card from a couple years ago. Do you remember the ACE card?
It's been a really long day, and I already drank 1 Mountain Dew. 1. That's 1 more than I've had in like the last, 6 months.
So what was cool about the ACE card?
Well, it shows your support in a very eccentric and savvy way.
I remember when I broke out the ACE card at that, I think it was Capitol Hill Classic on maybe day 2, and a couple people are like, what is he doing? That's so dumb. But I remember you guys pointing over at us on the sidelines because your mom was taking the ACE card.
It gives a good laugh. It gives a good laugh.
And that's important on day 2 of a 3-day tournament when everybody's tired and you need to support the team. Tip 4, your kid might not play.
And that's okay.
You have to get okay with it, right? So how does it feel when you don't play? I mean, what is it that you want as a player?
At least in my experience, I played every game up until 16U, and then I started playing every second game in 16U, and then I barely played in 17U. So like, for me, that was a hard transition to go from playing all the time to playing not at all. But you get used to it, and I think it definitely, especially if you have an experience close to mine, that it definitely brings a different perspective to your play. It makes you appreciate the time that you're in.
I remember us having conversations about doing the work, like get the practice, do the work, let people know who you are. And we would also encourage you to have conversations with your coaches.
Which didn't go well.
Which didn't go well.
No, it really didn't.
Well, a couple times they did.
No, it didn't.
But at least you had them. And what I wrote down here in my notes was that if your kid's not playing, you should know that it's not your job to go talk to the coach about why the kid isn't playing. It's your kid's job to go talk to the coach. And they might not get the answer that they want, but at least they'll hear about why they're not playing and what they can do to work on it to make things better.
I mean, the worst it can be is the coach saying to you, oh, we want to win. which
yeah.
has happened to me. So
I remember that one.
that was rough.
Number 5, the final tip. Coach probably knows more than you. Probably. Most times, 9 times out of 10, the coach is going to know more. And you should respect this because at the end of the day, they're the ones who's probably played volleyball and know more about rotations. How many years have I been watching you play club volleyball?
Too long.
Probably 5 or 6 years.
A long time.
I still don't know how rotations work or why there's one setter on the floor instead of 2 or I don't know. But I'm kind of getting it now after 6 years. But the point is,
it took you till after I'm done playing volleyball to figure it out.
but the whole point is, they know about this stuff, and you necessarily don't. Your job is to be there with your kid, to bring lots of food because your kid's going to need food on
Not
a
too
long
much.
day.
Not too much food.
I always bring
Don't
too
be
much.
like him.
I always
Don't
bring
too much food.
Too much. But yeah, your job is to support and make sure they're having fun. Because at the end of the day, if your kid isn't playing, if they're not having a good time, that's on you to sort of make sure that the environment is working in their favor, and they need to sort out everything else as a player. Would you agree?
Yeah. Have fun with this.
Have fun. You parents too.
Yeah.
Take some pictures, take some video, document the moments, and put them in Shutterfly books and send them to your relatives just to let folks know that, you know, you care.
Decorate your Christmas cards, just volleyball pictures.
Yeah, you can totally. I think we've done that before. We've totally done that before. All right. Thanks for watching, and if you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell. Ding ding. Hey, Emmy, do me a favor. Say, that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.